Hey guys, Sri, Lanka and Sammi retire in Southeast Asia. Today we're back in the car heading to the southern part of Colombo near Ratmalana, right? Is that I say it right?
Yeah, correct.
Ratmalana, which is where the new airport is, which nobody uses. Anyway, we're heading down there. I am shopping for high-end electronics. So I'm going to talk to you about buying like imported high-end electronics, what you can do and what the costs are. So I'm picking up a a used 38-inch ultra-wide monitor for my new home office. And I'm also upgrading my desk to a standing desk. So we're going to go to two places. We're going to go to a music studio and pick up a used monitor. I'm going to test it. Normally these monitors cost anywhere from 400 to 500,000 rupees, which is about 1,500 US dollars. I'm getting this one for 140,000 rupees, which is about $400 or $500 US. So huge savings. It's 2 years old. It doesn't have the floating mount, but I can get away with that. I don't really need that. I just have to buy a riser. And then the standing desk is about $400. So that is something I'm really interested in getting. The standing desk would be bigger. So I'm gonna go pick up the monitor first, and right just down the road from it is the desk manufacturer. So I gotta go there and talk to them, and then they're gonna build the desk or put it together and then deliver it in about 3 to 5 days. So all of that we're going to take care of today. Join me, why don't you, right after this. Hey, I'm Sri Lanka and Sammi. Let's talk about life after 50. Real talk, no BS. How I went from Canada via South Korea to now chasing my forever home in Southeast Asia. Join me for this next chapter. Hey guys, so we're back. Ooh, that's a speed bump. So I went to the place to pick up the monitor, and this guy's reselling this monitor. It's a 38-inch ultra wide. I did buy it, it's in the back there. And I tested it. So I took my laptop, I plugged it in, I checked the whole thing from top to bottom. I ran a screen test on it. Beautifully, perfectly working fine. It was manufactured in 2021, and he bought it about 2 years ago. So he's got the invoice and everything, he's got the instruction manual, he's got the box, he's got the original bags and everything as well. So very well maintained. So I'm gonna set that up in the house today. Then I went to the desk shop. Now the desk shop is a guy who's running his own business, which is really nice to see and support. So he imports the frames and then he builds the tops, and then he, has the accessories and everything like that. So today I picked up, you can see it back there, an 8-port high-end multi-port extension cord with a surge protector and everything on it. So really nice one, and I'm going to get another one installed on the desk as well. So he sent we talked about what my needs are and what he suggested I should do. So he sent me a form that I have to fill out with all the details on the measurements and the accessories and the placement of everything, so that it is all custom done. And that's the beautiful thing here, is I can measure the desk as long as it's more than a certain amount. I can measure the desk to exact specifications for my room. I mean, I'm going to do it 6 foot by 2.5 foot, maybe a little bit less than 2.5 foot, but probably 2.5 foot. And then I'm going to get a wireless charger in the desk. The desk has all cable management. It has a power bar. It has a wire hider when the desk goes up and down as well. So my current desk I'm going to put to the left side of my table of my current situation, so that I have now a full L shape. I'm going to be taking down a lot of monitors, and I'm going to be selling 2 of the monitors that I have, maybe. Maybe. We're gonna see how things work out and how I can set it up. So, wow, traffic today. This place needs a traffic light. We have an extra traffic light that doesn't work in our neighborhood. There's a traffic light in our neighborhood that has never worked for like 10 years. It worked the first week and then stopped working and never worked after that. Nobody's ever done anything about it. And it's on the main intersection. Like it is at a T intersection. Actually, no, it's a four-way, but one of the lanes is really small. But it goes from the main road through town, like this road, and connects to the road that goes to the highway. And it is a main thoroughfare, and the light has never worked there. Now, during rush hour, the police will come out and direct traffic because it happens to be right next to the police station. But it's ridiculous that the country, me, taxpayer, spent money on that traffic light installation, which is not cheap, and it's never worked. So why? Somebody made money from that, but we've never received the benefit of it. So I sent emails to people. So far nobody's bothered even answering me. So I used ChatGPT to find like the next steps, like who I can call, like what ministries I can call and everything like that. So I got phone numbers, and that's the next step I'm gonna do. Mama says like, yeah, you do that, and next thing you know, we'll never find you again. Right, Boniface? The black van is gonna show up and I'm gone after that. And I'm not the first person that's probably done this, but I'm going to find out why this situation is good. I mean, there's probably a good reason. Like, there's probably a reason why this traffic light can't be fixed because of a part. I mean, that's the same thing that happened in my condo in Canada. The elevator broke, and it was broken for months, right? And everybody had to walk up and down 40 flights of stairs. Now, luckily, I lived on the 3rd floor, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But for months, it was broken. And the only elevator that was there was only to be used for emergencies. And because they couldn't have it broken in the event of, like, say, fire or ambulance or something like that, they needed it for emergencies. So they said nobody can use that elevator except for fire and ambulance and police. So people were complaining, and then it was discovered, like through a meeting or whatever, that there was a part that had to be imported, and that part was now currently backlogged. So it's not, they want the elevator to work, but they can't make it work without that part, and it's an exclusive part. Now, the stupidness of buying an elevator that has exclusive parts is beyond me. But anyway, that could be the reason why this traffic light isn't working anymore, because maybe, for example, the company that made the traffic light no longer exists and they can't get a part for it, that it's exclusive or something like that. That could be the reason. And they just never bothered taking it down, right? Like removing the traffic light. So anyway, that's just a side story. So we're heading back home now. So I have the new 38-inch ultra-wide monitor, which will replace my current 3 24-inch monitors. This will reduce my workspace by about 20%, but will reduce the power draw on my laptop by a substantial amount, so that I know I won't have to worry about the heat that is being generated by my laptop to power 3 monitors, to generate video to 3 monitors. So that was the main reason behind it. And then I went to the desk manufacturing, so I'm going to send him the form tonight, and he said that he'll be able to cut and finish the desktop and come on Saturday or Sunday and install it. And that's perfect, because that's my free time. I have the whole day free on Saturday and Sunday, so that'll be amazing. Get the new desk in, set up the new desk, cable manage everything, put everything together the way I want, and then figure out what I'm going to do with all the extra parts that I have, all the extra pieces. That's going to be exciting. I love like doing those kinds of things, but spending money. So I think I'll show this like the before and after, so stay tuned for that. See you guys on the other side. Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammi here. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you're seeing, please think about subscribing and liking. Also, to help the channel get out in front of other people just like you, if you could comment, that will help the algorithm get it out there. And hit that bell icon so that you know when the next video is dropping. I truly appreciate that. If you want to sponsor me, scan the QR code right here, or click the link down below, buy me a coconut. Or if you are interested in life coaching, I offer that right here. Scan this QR code or click the link down below. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi, retire in Southeast Asia. We'll see you all on the other side. Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammi. I'm back in the house. You guys have always seen me on my live streams or whatever with the camera facing this way, like this. And then I have my green screen back here. We've never seen behind the scenes. So I'm going to show you what my desk looks like. So this is my home office. And as you can see, I've set it up so that anybody can come into my room, like, because there's like a storage closet over here. This is my closet over here. This is my storage closet over there, and then that's like my workstation over there, another workstation that I had. But this is my table setup. And as you can see, I have it pretty comfortable. You know, I have my side table here with, you know, all the stuff I need, headphones, you know, Q-tips, things like that, water. And then my laptop is here. Speakers are there, USB hub, monitors, phones, you know, just little things that I need. But these three monitors and these two take up too much power from this thing. And it's kind of like running hot. So I went and I got this baby. 37.5 widescreen. So according to ChatGPT, this thing will replace these three. And as you can see, all the cabling and everything, and I have a fan under there, right? So all of the cabling is going to be taken care of with the new desk, which is coming on. The new desk is coming on Saturday. So I'm going to have a new desk, and this desk here is going to go over here in this space here, so that I will have more than enough room to have both desks in there. It's going to be really great. Join me, why don't you, right after this to see what it looks like after. So here we go with the finished product. Look at this. I've got it set up. So 2 workstations now. I got 2. I separated the 2. So I've got my old PC. This is an old PC that I brought from Korea. I didn't bring the case and the power supply. I brought the parts with me from Korea 3 years ago, and I took it to the computer shop, got them to install it into a new case, new power supply. So that's running, that's an old processor with running a 1060 Ti. Good processor when I bought it, maybe 8 years ago, 6 years ago, I'm not sure. But it is doing my video editing. As you can see, it's doing video editing right now, so it's working. So it's doing video editing. And then I have like timers and text messaging and, you know, like all sorts of like stuff I don't need to look at all the time, but I like to have. So I don't have to keep switching between tabs. Now this one is the new desk setup. So the laptop is connected to this screen, the new screen. And this is only for play and work, right? And not even work all the time. Like the work, a lot of the work stuff is over here. So I email and text from here, but over here, I just have just the screen for work, right? And game. I found that it's too small for me, for my eyes. And if I try to increase it, defeats the purpose of having one screen. So the power though, oh my gosh, the power usage is much less. The temperature of the computer. You can see, look at that. The CPU is not even being used. It used to be much higher. The memory is not being used. The temperatures are down. I love it. I love it. And now, here's the coup de grace. Let's lift it. And just to make sure, I'm still like fine-tuning the wires. The wires, I have to like figure out how to keep them from like tangling up. So this is the desk standing up. As you can see, it's a nice height for standing. So I just move the chair over here, and then I just stand like this. As you can see, I can work like this and just stand. Now, obviously I have the lights on really intensely so that you guys can see the video inside. But everything is set up perfectly. I love it. It's very comfortable, very clean setup. I'm gonna be getting new wires for these speakers so that they're gonna be moved out of the way. But I got, fans. I got a fan under the desk. I got a fan over there. The UPS is actually over here now. So that's a good thing. But that's the smaller UPS. And I have it plugged right into the wall. I used to have it plugged into an extension cord, which is not a good thing. So that's plugged right into the wall. The only two things that are plugged into it is this fan, because that wall outlet is only a single plug, right? And an extension cord, which powers the modem. I don't even think the monitor. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out what's plugged into that. But the modem for sure is plugged into it, right? So this is the setup. This is what I did. Thanks guys for joining me in this. If you like what you see or you have questions about setting up your own home office, let's take a look at watching the desk go down. See how quiet it is? Just wanna make sure the wires don't get tangled up. This is the only wire I need to figure out how to set that up. If you guys have any advice on what I can do with this wire here. But that's it. Very clean, very nice. I love it. I'm very happy with this purchase. If you guys want to know who to talk to, who to contact in Sri Lanka to get something like this set up, they come in and they install it. Click the link down below, comment, let me know, and I'll give you the contact information of a local shop that will, from the time I went over to his shop till the time it was installed, was 4 days. It can be done faster, but I said, don't come on Thursday, come on Saturday. He came Saturday morning. Within an hour, him and his boys had it all set up, plugged in. They can design the desktop to your specifications, like the type of wood or MDF, the color, the shape, and the size. There's a minimum and there's a maximum, but they can shape it to your size. I got the maximum. It's 6 feet by 2.5 feet, which is much bigger than my old desk. So there's lots of room for everything. I don't have to, I used to have this on a side desk because this desk wasn't big enough to house 3 monitors and everything. I still have this one connected to a monitor stand. So I have the 2 screens connected to a monitor stand. And then I took the other monitor stand and I put it over here because this is like a repair, like I was doing repairs and stuff over here. And then I have another monitor stand for the 2 small screens. So the small screens, I'm not going to install. I have no reason to install them. I might install them over here. I might in the future. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But for now, this is what it is. And this thing is beautiful. It has a power wireless charger right here. It's really nice. And I bought like 3 stands that are coming. 1, 2, 3 that will hold this screen up so that it won't shake as much. But it is beautiful. It's perfect. I love it. And this also I ordered. I love it. I'm very happy with it. It gave me a cup holder and it has a stand for the headphones too. So that's cool. I like that. This I bought separately. This one I've had for a while. Otherwise, That's it, guys. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi. Retire in Southeast Asia with Sammi. Remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Be good to each other, and we'll see you all on the other side. Hey guys, so here we are. I thought I'd use my phone because the quality is a little bit better in the bright light like this for Zero Shadow Day. I don't know if you can tell, but it is 12:12, and we are not exactly under the sun, but as you can see here, you can see that the rim is casting the shadow, so it's not like perfect. I don't have like a bottle or anything, but what you can tell from this is that the sun is directly above us. Okay, within 1 degree. I don't know if you can see, but I mean the sun is right up there behind that cloud. It is right up, like right up there. That is ridiculous. And this is the second one I've experienced. The other one I experienced last time we went to up north. I think that was earlier this year. It happens a lot here because we live on the equator. I mean, it happens all the time. But we are about 600 kilometers north of the equator, and the sun today on the north part of Sri Lanka, like up near Jaffna, is exactly there. It's a very narrow path where it's a zero shadow day. But this is very interesting. It's a very unique situation. Living in Sri Lanka, you will experience sunrise and sunset every day of the year at 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. within a few minutes. 365 days of the year. That's what it's like to live on the equator. All right, so a little bit later, right after this, we're gonna do blood moon. So today is Tuesday, September 2nd, and we have Zero Shadow Day today for the next few days. Next 5 days, I think. And then on Sunday is the blood moon, and I'll get a video of that for you guys.